Welcome back to the Tool Shed. I'm Warren.
And I'm Penny.
So we're going to talk with Greg Schneider.
Okay.
But before we talk to him, we are going to go to a video that actually shows one of the ramp builds of Operation Ramp It Up, so we get a little bit of an idea of what they do. And now the ramp build that we're going to watch is actually a very special ramp build for Operation Ramp It Up because it was their 100th ramp that they installed, and they did it right here in Elkhart, Indiana.
Okay, so they don't always just do Elkhart, they do...
No, but we'll let him tell us about all those spots.
All right.
So let's go to that video.
My name is Greg Schneider. I'm the founder and CEO of Operation Ramp It Up. Well, what we're doing here today is we're helping a veteran in Elkhart, Indiana get access to be able to get in and out of his house. He's had trouble with mobility. He's a little shaky on his steps, and we're helping actually one of his family members who's confined to a wheelchair. So we're helping two family members thanks to his service for being a veteran for us. With the help of UPS and others, we keep going more and more ramps, and this is our 100th ramp. And like I said, my contractor came from Illinois, I came from Cincinnati, and then we're using all these folks here in Elkhart. And this will be our second or third veteran. Actually, we helped in Elkhart, and we actually are going to go measure evaluate another veteran on the way home. So within 2 weeks, we'll be helping another veteran here in Elkhart, Indiana.
I'll bet we can get to the doctor now, can't we?
Yeah, we can.
So you were inside and you got to see all the work that was put in here for this ramp. Can you tell me what it means to you to have this resource available, put in by people who truly care about the sacrifices you've made for this country?
It means a lot to me and my family, and I can't thank everybody enough for what they've done. And they've given up their free time on a Sunday, especially. They come here and just help us out, and I really do appreciate it.
And we're going to go ahead and bring Greg Schneider in. Hey, Greg, how are you doing?
Hey.
Hi, guys. Hi, Penny. Hi, Warren.
Hi.
Nice to meet you both.
Thanks for joining
Warren, thank you. Hey, Warren, first of all, I want to start off by thanking you for your service.
Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll never need a ramp, though, later on in life, but, you know, that's never a guarantee.
Yeah, and yet he built us a house with, like, all stairs.
Yeah. So, Greg, tell us about Operation Ramp It Up, because your story is very interesting. This is a family thing that started out, right?
Yes. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm actually a UPS employee. And about 7 years ago, I had the privilege. I'm kind of like a volunteer coordinator also in the Cincinnati area. So I had the privilege of putting in a ramp with a local nonprofit, and it was just like the ramp you saw there. They're so touching. We were able to help a veteran, actually a deceased veteran's spouse. She couldn't get in and out of her house, and so within like 2 hours, we put in a ramp, and just got to see how rewarding it was, how touching it was for her to be able to get out of her house, because she would have to wait for a loved one, a family member, or some type of service to come over and help her, carry her down the steps, get her out. So we did a couple more in Cincinnati, and it got to be rewarding. And I had finally got UPS involved, the UPS Foundation, and they started supporting some ramps. And it just got to be something that I really enjoyed. And I thought, you know what, I can do this myself. So just start making some more partners. And also, I can't thank UPS enough, the UPS Foundation. But we started getting more partners, and I had the privilege of going out to Seattle, Washington, and we did the same thing. We put a ramp in for a veteran out there, and it was actually a Vietnam veteran that was suffering from Agent Orange, and he had one of his legs amputated, and he needed help with his mobility. So we put a ramp in, and the manufacturer of these aluminum ramps was actually from Seattle, and they liked what we were doing, and they decided to be a major partner, and they got us some publication in some national magazines, and they start donating ramps. So next thing you know, we got 10 ramps, 20 ramps. We're starting to move different states, and now moving forward 7 years later, my family got involved, my wife helped out, and it's our nonprofit, it's my family's nonprofit, Operation Ramp It Up. We We have over 110 ramps now. We have ramp activity in 21 states, and it's just so rewarding just to be able to help veterans. And we actually help others also, but we mostly specialize in veterans, just to give them their mobility back. Just thanking them for their service and giving us our freedom. And it's just like you got to see in the video you just watched. I got to experience that over 100 times, seeing the veteran get to use the ramp for the first time, seeing them come and go without assistance. It's just so rewarding.
So if someone would like to get information about Operation Ramp It Up, say a veteran needs a ramp, how did they get in touch with you, and did they go through an application process? How does that work?
Yeah. Well, I'm on all the social media networks, Operation Ramp It Up, word of mouth, shows like this. There is an application process, and I like to see that they are a veteran or have some type of relationship with a veteran, and I'd like them to choose to go through all their financial avenues, whether it's going through the VA, Medicare, Medicaid, and when nobody else will help them, that's when I want to step in, and then I'll review the application with my board, and then we'll decide, yes, we will help them. And that's when we will use the UPS Foundation, the VFW Foundation. We actually had the honor, after we did the ramp up there, we got Get Wet for a Vet help us up there, and they helped us with our 105th ramp in Elkhart. Not our 105th ramp in Elkhart, but our total 105th ramp that we have done nationally, which was another one in Elkhart. So different organizations help us out. And I'm excited that we're now part of Amazon Smile. I'm part of United Way. I just applied for an NFL grant, and I'm going to start working with the Gary Sinise Foundation also. So I'm getting more and more avenues of getting funding in and some grant help. And then in return, we just want to keep helping veterans. So mostly, like to answer your question, is go to our website or contact us, email, or the phone number. Phone number comes directly to me, and I'll talk to them. And just by hearing their story, what they need, and knowing that they've exhausted all the other financial avenues, that's when we'll step in and we'll help them out.
All those grants, do those help with the actual ramp itself? Do they help? Does that help with you traveling in order to get the ramp to them? What does all those like, I know the Amazon Smile, the Amazon Smile, that's an organization where, like, if people buy things through Amazon, you get a cut of the proceeds, correct? Yeah. So when you get that money,
I just signed up for that.
What does that help with, so that people want to go to the Amazon Smile to buy things to donate to your cause? What does those proceeds help with? What does that fund?
Thank you for that question. Yes, the proceeds will help fund. So when I finally establish a veteran that needs help, I need to send a contractor to their house, and what they'll do is they'll evaluate their home, and they'll decide what's the best fit for a ramp. Will it come out their garage? Will it come out their front door, back door, side door? You have to put in a foot of ramp per every inch of step. And the aluminum ramps are very expensive, but one good thing about these, they're reusable. And I have the privilege of picking up ramps in so many different states. I'm picking up ramps right now, Oregon, Texas, Oklahoma, Connecticut, Massachusetts. I'm picking up all these ramps, and UPS Freight has been awesome because they can ship any of my ramp across the country wherever I need it free. And that helps with some of the costs. But the money that these grants that are paying for, to answer your question, will pay for the ramp material and the contractor. The contractor does an evaluation, comes back with me, gives me a price, tells me how much the ramps it's going to cost, and then I decide how much I can spend, how much we have in that area, how much used ramp we can use to get the price down, and then it pays for the ramp material. And then that's my job then to find volunteers in that area that need to help. You know, UPS has been a great VFW, different companies. And I'll let Dan up there talk a little bit more about the volunteers he used in Elkhart just recently. But you know, yes, the grant and the financial help helps pay for the material, the aluminum, and my contractor.
Nice. Okay, great. Thank you.
And if someone wants to make a donation or get more information or how to apply for a ramp, what is your website address?
OperationRampItUp.com, and we have a donate page. You can do Visa, MasterCard, you can do PayPal, whatever, or you can do Venmo, whatever's the easiest that way. Or my address is on there also. You can send us a check. We're a small nonprofit that keeps getting larger and larger, and the only way we can keep helping veteran after veteran in 21 states now and over 110 ramps is by donations and support from individuals and companies. So we do appreciate it.
Greg, I want to thank you for everything that you're doing for the veterans throughout the country, obviously, and for coming on the show tonight. Poking back to the, I said the Edifice Venture, I'm messing up too. The Tool Shed, which is part of the Edifice Venture. And we are talking with the bigwigs of Operation Ramp It Up, and big wig from Indiana we have, Dan Gans, shaking his head. Like.
Not really a bigwig.
So, Dan, tell us about Operation Ramp It Up in Indiana. How did you get involved with this and take that part on?
So I have to thank a couple people for that. First, Greg Schneider for coming to town with the first ramp, and Louis Centron for making part of that happen, as well as Albert Salazar. Okay, they both happen to be in management at UPS.
Okay.
And Greg had reached out to them to be able to do this ramp. So I was kind of guilted into it for the first one, and then I saw what amazing things that Operation Ramp It Up does, and I just knew that I needed to be part of it. And when it came to our second ramp, which we did in Southern Michigan, it was a call to Greg, and it happened to be a veteran that needed a ramp, didn't have much time left, and Greg made that happen within just a few days.
Wow.
Nice. So now you have installed 4 total ramps?
I've been involved in 4 ramps.
Okay, and then the your third ramp,
which was the 100th.
That was the 100th, and that's kind of where I got guilted in to helping out from you, and that's how I got involved with it also. And then you and I worked on, with all the other volunteers, we did the 4th ramp.
Right.
Now the 4th ramp, I think is kind of an amazing story, because you had people jumping out of the woodwork to help finance that.
Right, so we had Get Wet for a Vet that stepped up to the plate and gave us money to make sure that that ramp was going to happen for that veteran. And then we had some firefighters that showed up, unbeknownst to us. The Oslo Township firefighters showed up to help install that ramp, so it was awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of people helping.
It was
more than enough. And it was interesting because I actually interviewed one of the firefighters from there, and I asked him how important he thought the project was, and he said, just on a safety issue from what they do, it's very important, because a lot of times when they make calls, people don't have ramps, and it makes it difficult when you have to take someone out of the house and down the stairs and stuff like that, that the ramps actually help them do their job better also. Before we go, we do have one more video we got to watch, so let's go to that too. Thanks for the reminder then there, boys.
So we are here to install a ramp for a veteran that needs access in and out of his home. We got a bunch of volunteers to show up, a little bit more than what we planned on, but heck, we can use all the help that we can get. We have riders from CVMA, the Oslo Township Fire Department, UPS workers, of course, Goody from the Axemen, and Army Riders just showed up, so it looks like it's going to be a good day.